Lads, good to see you.
Hey, Damien.
Tim, good to see you again.
How are you?
Good. Seánie,
Currans.
very happy to be here. So Seánie said we're in Currans, where the man appears a couple of times in this complex, but we might go and have a closer look around, Seánie and Tim, if that's okay.
Of course, yeah. No matter.
Tim, we're in Currans. How long is this in operation, and I suppose what has happened in the years since?
It all started, Damien, back in 2014 when 3 of the pitches over here on my right were completed. The building started about a year later. 2016, 2017 was when the Kerry seniors first occupied the building, albeit in an unfinished state, but we officially opened it in December 2021.
And how much money has gone into this Centre of Excellence from your perspective?
The overall spend in 2021 was in excess of 9 million, and of that, Munster would have contributed 1.9 million of that 9 million, Damien, yeah.
So what have you got here, Tim?
So currently we have 4 sand-based pitches. And as you drive in the gate, there's plans for 4G pitch, an artificial pitch, which will be starting in the coming weeks, I think. So ultimately, there will be 5 sand-based pitches and an artificial pitch, with plans to extend further, maybe 3-4 pitches as well in the years to come.
I'll talk to you about that in a second. So, but to maintain that, then I suppose the use you look around here is schools, communities, clubs, all using it, and the maintenance cost must be quite high too, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it is primarily, Damien, for the inter-county teams for training, but absolutely schools use it, clubs use it. It's a central location in terms of the county and for people travelling from Cork or Limerick or whatever. So it's ideal from that perspective, but it's an unbelievable asset to have for Kerry here now at the moment, just to have a central point. But maintenance costs are big, and that's a constant for all counties really, maintenance and making sure that the pitches are kept to the max.
Just a final question then, Tim, to wrap up the whole thing. You can never stand still, it seems, with ventures like this. It's impossible.
It's impossible. And look, we've a changing room, or we've 8 changing rooms. We've got a gym. There's a state-of-the-art gym here. It's a constant evolution, no different to any other county in the province or indeed the country, Damien. And counties are great in terms of the ambition they have to develop facilities, and again, player-centred. Everything is about the player and always should be about the player, and providing the best facilities possible for them.
I just saw the wall inside with all the All-Ireland winners inscribed. You may need another wall fairly soon. Yeah,
it's looking like that now. After this year was fantastic for Kerry, and hopefully we will need another wall in the not too distant future. And
So we're here, Tim and Seánie, in the gym in Currans, and I suppose what is a classic centre of excellence. But Seánie, how important is this room for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. I suppose during the winter we spend a lot of our time in here, on a Monday or Tuesday night. We get a good group session done, so we're lucky to have, I suppose, this facility that can cater for 35, 40 fellas. So we get in here as a group together and get the session done. And then even before training on Tuesday or Thursday, we have the area here where we come in and we stretch and get our rehab and prehab done before we go out in the field, and just chat to fellas as well. So it's a great area to get work done, but also to mix with other fellas as well.
So when you were designing this place way back, Tim, would the gym have been a focal point of what you wanted to do? Like 1.9 million is a lot of money to spend on a facility.
Oh no, absolutely. The whole building was designed around the gym, David. So the gym was the core, the central part of the whole building. So we would have looked elsewhere to all the other counties in the country and abroad as well, particularly some premiership clubs in the UK in terms of the size of the gym, what work-based. So the whole concept was the gym would be central, and that everything would radiate, all the changing rooms, the corridor would radiate around that thing, and thankfully that has worked. And it's a very, I suppose, functional building in many ways as well. Yeah.
Seánie, you said two things there I just want to pick up on a small bit. People come in here, I suppose, and they mix with Kerry minors, and how important is that for everybody concerned that the young lads can relate to you and chat away to you in the centre?
Yeah, so it's great. Like, you know, from the beginning of the year, the minors could be in here doing their gym just before we go out in the field. So we'd be in here warming up and stretching. They'd be doing the weights over here. So I suppose they get to see the work we're doing, but we also get to see the work they're doing. And I suppose the connection then between the different squads and the different ages throughout the year is great, because you'll be seeing fellas from your own club or from your own area of school and mixing with them. So it's very nice to see as well.
Only another 100 kg to go to catch up with it.
They've been lifting heavier than us. They've been at it for a while, so a few of them are well up
Key
there.
point too. You said about coming in here early in the day. It's very unglamorous part of what you do, but the core work and the stability work and the prehab work you do to prevent against injury, can that be a monotonous part? But how important is it in the grand scheme of what you do?
Yeah, it's a huge part of it, like, because you know, staying on the field and being available is the most important thing for the most of the year if you can. So getting that work in, while it can be, I suppose, time consuming, you know the importance of it, because otherwise you might be missing out in games or in training. So you want to do everything you can to make sure you're able to get out in the field. That's the most important.
And for the moment you went from minor into under 2021 senior, Seánie, have you seen the level increase in terms of demands placed on inter-county players? And equally then, are the facilities as good as they ever have been to try and help you with what you want to do?
Yeah, look, the demands are big, but it's a very enjoyable place to be. You know, everyone here wants to be here, so we love it. But we're also very appreciative of the facility that we have here as well. We know we're very lucky, and we're privileged to be able to come to a venue like this and train and work. So we're delighted with it, and we're very grateful for it as well.
Thanks very much, Tim. Seánie, would you mind showing me around? So Seánie, show us around here, like you're seeing history straight away with all the
yeah, exactly. It's like similar to Fitzgerald Stadium, what we've done in there with the Legends wall, I suppose, and all our past players and management on the walls. So we see it straight away when we come in. Like this was the minor team.
This is a lovely one here.
Yeah, it's Paul Walsh. Dylan Gainey was on that team too. 5 in a row that year, was it? I think there was, yeah. So they're a nice picture to have up as well for minor teams coming in.
When you see pictures then, like, you know, of the likes of maybe Mike Frank or the Bomber List, and for yourself, Seánie, when you're coming in as a young Kerry player, it can't but get you going, really.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Just to see the history, I suppose, and we'd buy into that a good bit as well, as a team, the history and the past players and who's gone before us. So you're reminded of every night you're coming into training, so it's good.
Who won that contest there, would you reckon? The Bomber looks
we'll give that one to the Bomber. He looks in control, yeah. A nice guided flick down.
I suppose when you're here then, like, and you're trying to get your physiotherapy and stuff like that, do you have to come quite early? Everybody wants to be organised because you want to be on the pitch for the moment the ball is thrown.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll be here probably between an hour and a half to an hour before training. You might pop in here to the physios if you need something from them, but a strapping or something, or check out an injury from the previous session. So that'll be the first protocol for a lot of fellas before they hit the gym. Yeah.
And Tim, when you're looking at the pictures here of the Kerry Dublin rivalry over the years, when you see what the county did this year, I suppose it just rams home that it's never been anything but high profile for Kerry football, really.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, that's an iconic photo. Seánie Walsh and Brian Mullins, Damien. Yeah, so like Seánie said, I suppose 'tis linking all that history, all that culture, and the tradition of Gaelic football and Gaelic games and hurling as well, the county have to the present day, and that's worked really well, or the building has facilitated that.
And Seánie, like, for some young player that comes into a minor team that wouldn't have grown up seeing Seamus Moynihan playing football, I suppose you never have too far to go to remind about just how good that guy was. But again, to see it framed here, you realise you're in a pathway yourself.
Yeah, 100%. He's probably, Jack talks about Seamus Moynihan a lot. He's probably one of his, if not favourite player that he ever managed. So we'd be reminded about Seamus a lot. But fellas my age would probably be the last people who would have seen him playing.
Yeah.
Younger fellas coming in, he probably would have been finished up by the time they were playing. So to see fellas like that in the wall, I suppose, yeah.
He was the best in the business as well. And we spoke to him about the importance of all 4 codes being involved here, and I see Mary Jo Curran being acknowledged on the wall. I think Mary Jo, something crazy like 10 All-Ireland medals.
Yeah.
You know, legends all over the place, and Shane Conway behind as well.
Yeah, and that's important, and I suppose that was the whole concept from the outset as well, Damien, that it's an inclusive facility. Obviously Kerry are renowned for Gaelic football, but we've Shane Conway, a good footballer, but a better known hurler, absolutely. And obviously Mary Jo, like you've referenced, you know, what she has achieved in ladies Gaelic football is unprecedented.
So it's just a final question for any maybe player who has to meet on the development squad that comes in here for the first time. It's not just a case of coming training, going home in the car and getting on with your football. There's so many other things that go into being an intercounty footballer these days.
Yeah, there is. It's a lot of time, a lot of commitment, but as I said earlier, it's so enjoyable. It's a great place to be. I suppose for a lot of our players, it's probably what they dreamed of since they were young. So to get the opportunity then to play out your dreams is great.